Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will talk about those brave soldiers WHO changed the course of the war. The history of humanity is full of brave men and women WHO have fought for freedom, justice, and peace around the world. In this video, we will focus on the bravest soldiers in history. Those WHO risked everything for their country and their people. We begin with the story of the famous Spartans in the Battle of Thermopylae. In 480 BC, the Persian king Xerxes led a huge army to conquer Greece. On his way, Xerxes faced a small group of 300 Spartans led by Leonidas at Thermopylae. Despite being outnumbered, the Spartans resisted the Persian assault for 3 days, allowing the rest of the Greek army to regroup and prepare for war. The bravery and determination of the Spartans in the Battle of Thermopylae became a legend, and their sacrifice inspired the Greeks to continue fighting for their freedom. Another example of brave soldiers WHO changed the course of the war is the story of the soldiers of World War I. WHO fought in the trenches. For years, soldiers on both sides fought in trenches filled with mud and disease. Life in the trenches was miserable, and death was always present. Despite all this, the soldiers maintained their bravery and perseverance, resisting enemy attacks and advancing when necessary. The trench warfare became a war of attrition, and it was thanks to the bravery of these soldiers that victory was finally achieved. Moving on to World War II, we have the story of the soldiers in the Normandy landings. On June 6, 1944, Allied forces landed on the coast of Normandy to liberate Europe from Nazi domination. The soldiers faced intense enemy fire and obstacles on the beach, but they did not retreat. Despite suffering huge losses, the soldiers advanced into the interior of France, securing a victory for the Allies. The Normandy landings became a decisive moment in World War II, and the bravery of the soldiers present there will never be forgotten. Last but not least, we can mention the story of the soldiers WHO fought during World War I. This war was an unprecedented conflict in which new technologies and military tactics were used that forever changed the way wars are fought. Despite the brutal and inhumane nature of this war, the soldiers showed a courage and bravery that cannot be described in words. One of the most notable episodes of World War I was the Battle of the Somme, fought in 1916. During this battle, British and French troops attempted to break the German lines on the Western Front. The battle was long and brutal, and claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands of soldiers on both sides. Despite the high number of casualties and the fact that the battle did not achieve its desired objective, the British and French soldiers continued to fight with bravery and determination. In summary, history is full of examples of soldiers WHO have shown exceptional courage and bravery on the battlefield. From Spartan warriors to soldiers of World War II and Vietnam, these men and women have shown time and time again that they are willing to risk their lives to protect their countries and fellow soldiers. Through their bravery, these soldiers have changed the course of history and left a lasting legacy that will always be remembered and honored.